Hey everybody, Brannon Beliso here. I'm on a roll today, man. Like Vanilla Ice said, I'm on a roll. It's time to go solo. You know, as long as I got something to say and I got to share it with you, I got to share it with you. I just got to share it with you. And I'm so excited about the It's Time event coming up. I've had more people sign up for the 4-day event than ever. To be able to hang out with you for 4 days and make such an impact on not only your business life, but your personal life is something I'm very excited to do. So while you're coming aboard, say hey. I love to know that you're there. I love to know that you're there. And today, I want to talk to you about relevancy. I was on the phone with a gentleman, George, I don't know if I'm saying his last name correct, Foree. And he owns a media company in Australia. And we were discussing relevancy. You know, often we'll produce an email, and that's just what we did. We have a school holiday coming up for day camp, and it just simply said, you know, Lunar New Year Kids Fun Camp, right? Boom, big header, right? But it had no relevancy, it had no content, it had nothing worth anything, and we sent it to the wrong person, right? It wasn't just parents, we sent it to everybody. And then my front desk did that. It's not right or wrong, it just is, and we'll improve upon that. The point I'm trying to make is you have to be relevant to somebody. There has to be that relevancy. Now I know some people say nobody cares about your story, it doesn't matter, it's just can you get them results? Okay, well, if that's the case, then the results I want to get you are that story. Here's the results of, let's say, Wanda. And Wanda, through our kickboxing, has lost 20 pounds, is confident, changed jobs, you know, found the man of her dreams, whatever the case may be. The point is I'm really learning relevancy. Hey, Ken, what's happening? Still tired from my seminar in El Paso, but good for you. You're out there being relevant, Ken. So relevancy, right? We want to be relevant. And in the world of selfies, self-indulgent YouTube stars and all the rents, relevancy comes in many shapes and forms. What's relevant to one person means nothing to somebody else. I have a lot of my young team come up to me and say, this guy's so cool at Facebook. I don't know who he is at all. Prime example. So relevancy is also contingent upon who your demographic is. And no matter how relevant I might be, if I send something or I market to somebody who it means nothing to, it's actually a very huge turnoff. So when we talk about that relevancy, again, I say we all have a story to tell, a unique message, but we need to spend time defining that. The challenge with that is it can be very self-indulgent, narcissistic, self-righteous, and I've fallen prey and victim to that myself on both ends, on the receiving end as well as the dishing out end, right? I'm the expert, end all, be all. I'm doing you the favor, you know, by allowing you to use my service, and I only pick 20 people and they have to be the most biggest action mass takers in the world, and the band played on. So there's that as well. And then on the flip side, we've got the real strong authority figure, right? They know everything about whatever subject that might be, right? There's that as well. Hey, what's up, John? John Hackelman, an amazing soul. I just, not to drift off the subject, but I spoke to John a while back for a couple hours, I think it was, one night. What an amazing man. And when I saw that video post recently of you doing the private lesson with the blind boy, sir, whole nother level of love and respect for you. But I digress. So, relevancy. Are you relevant? So first, in order to be relevant, you need to define your target. Who is your target audience, right? Who are they? And what message, what content, what are you offering them that's relevant? Okay? Now, and I really learned that today from George. He's talking about free stuff. I said, I'm totally against, you know, one free week and it cheapens our products. I says, he doesn't mean free as in that. It means free content. Free content that is of value. Right? So, case in point, if I want to build up a following, let's say John, in your case, right? John, aloha. Hey, sir, you want to build up an audience with women's self-defense. Well, of course, you'll start posting videos that are relevant to women that need self-defense. And then boom, you give them free content, build that trust, build that respect, build that, that you are the expert, the authority. Then boom, then you do the CTA, right? The call to action and say, hey, I've got this 6-week self-defense workshop course. You get it? So I think that action plan is really, really important. When we just buckshot an email out based upon emotion, or because, God, I'm coming to the end of the month, I can't make rent, so I'm going to do this buckshot, cash out everybody right now. Ooh, not good. Not good. Mixed message. Everything is wrong about that. Very wrong about that. Okay? So it is very strategic. And even though it is not an exact science, we know for a fact, even though we know what's great today will be gone tomorrow, and whatever's the flavor of the week in social media is what is the way it goes, right? Right now, video is king. So what's everybody doing? Videos, right? In your Facebook ad, is it a call to action? Is it simply video views? Is it to build brand awareness? There's so many categories when it comes to marketing now. It's no longer simply sell this product, get people to buy. That might be the ultimate in the end, but how do we do that? There's so many different, and when you run a Facebook ad, you'll begin to see that. Is it for brand awareness? Is it for video views? Is it for, to promote your website? There's so many different categories now because they're beginning to understand social media is not just one-way sell. Here's a product, buy it now, it's good for you, you need it, and it's discounted today. But it's scarcity, there's only 50 of them, right? All the standard sales things. We're really fighting for people's attention. And that new study that shows a goldfish has a better attention span than most human beings is not surprising with all the distractions we have of social media, iPads, smartphones, all the rest. It doesn't surprise me at all. So they say you have 1.8 seconds to engage somebody before they're gone. 1.8 seconds. And I've done that. Go to msn.com or Yahoo, boom. How quickly do you scan from story to story to story to story and decide which one you're going to click on, right? Right? Think about that. So I'm very, very, let me turn this on. So I'm very mindful of that. I want to be relevant, and not relevant in an egotistical, look at me, I'm Sandra D, self-absorbed type of way. Relevant in truth. Relevant in a way that builds trust. I want to build trust with my demographic. I want to build trust with my clients. So what is it I need to offer them that's compelling without being self-indulgent, that they're going to make them curious to want to at least take a step further. We're getting amazing results right now with a campaign. And it's a kickboxing campaign. And the video talks, it's a couple in the video, and the video talks about kickboxing is just like date night for them. So the curiosity, the header I put, is kickboxing as good as date night? I want to know that, right? A lot of women want to know that. I bet some men are thinking about that. So boom, they're going to click on the video. They're going to watch the video, see our kickboxing program. They talk about it being like date night, how great the program is. And then at the bottom, we have a call to action. 4 weeks, boxing gloves, $79. Boom, in parentheses, regular, $99. Discounted. They're saving themselves a little money the band played on. Just in its first day alone, views, when it was just to view the video, was 6,000 views in the first day. And now that we put a call to action, I think yesterday we had 5-6 kickboxers sign up in Millbrae for the trial. 5 or 6 in one day. So the video is working. Will it work next week? I don't know. I got information from my marketing person, and I'm always gathering information. Remember, information is just information. We know there's tons of fake news, there's tons of fake, so you decide if this information is of value to you or not. It's not for me to say. But information said, straight out of Facebook, right, that you don't want to run an ad any less than 2 weeks, but no longer than 4 weeks, right? Because then it's not relevant. You've saturated your list, and people are numb to it. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you have a 2 to 4 week window. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. We found that an offer is very, very valuable. Put an offer in there. Put an offer in there. And ask the right question. In the book, The One Thing, he talks about that passionately. And it's really resonated with me on so many levels. And I've got to share that with you strongly. He said the challenge is people are always looking for answers. The answer. What is the answer? The answer. And the thing is, there's a lot of answers out there. But are they the right answer for you? Well, in order to get to the right answer, what do we need to do? We need to ask the right question. Makes perfect sense to me. Ask the right question. Somebody comes to the door. Hey, I'm inquiring about martial arts. Is this for you or your son? It's for my son. Great. Ding, 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 ding. I'm not showing him stuff about adult martial arts. I now go for kids karate. What are your goals for your kid? Well, it's important they learn confidence. Ding, 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 ding. Well, at ABC Martial Arts, we believe in teaching confidence because it helps a child have a better life. So asking the right questions, as simple as those questions are, we've seen them a million times used in a phone script, they are the right question when somebody's inquiring. So, relevancy. We need to be relevant. And I believe I work on a daily basis to establish my relevancy with you by offering you relevant content, by offering you relevant insight that can help you better your life and your business. I believe that. So everything I research, everything I study, everything I embrace is filtered through that sense of relevancy of what I believe fits my values, that of service, and what I'm going to offer you in the martial arts industry. You feel me? Hey, what's happening, Joseph, sir? How are you? A lot of people on today. Manal, Tina, a lot of cool people. So we want to be relevant. And because there's so much noise. Man, there's so much noise. And I can say that in comparison because I grew up with 4 channels, 4 TV channels. Now there's hundreds? Plus Hula, and Netflix, and everything else. There are so many distractions. So many distractions that we're fighting for those sound bites. We're fighting for people's attention. And in order to stand out from the crowd, you need to be relevant. I believe that. On the flip side, somebody would argue, nobody cares what you have to say, Brannon. All they care is will you get them results. Okay. Right now, sign up for my consulting. I guarantee you're going to get 200 leads in the next month, and I will increase your bottom line by 6 figures. Does that work for you? Hey, Jeff, what's happening, sir? I will see you in Cosmo. Does that work for you guys? Anybody, type in there. Does that work for you? One school of thought is all they care about is you will get them results. Guarantee right now, sign up for my kickboxing. You will lose 20 pounds. You'll get the man of your dreams and you'll fit in those pants from high school. Boom. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely, Deborah. I agree. That's just the tip of the iceberg, right? You could. And they talk about that. Watch the video, Deborah. They talk about how great the instructors are, how they don't feel like a member, how they feel like we're their friend, and all those other things. So you got to watch the video because it does. Date night is just like what draws them in, right? But then they go in to say some very profound things about what makes our kickboxing program so unique, right from the instructors down the line. Again, relevancy. Yeah, I don't think I would have ran it if it was simply a giggly couple who've been dating for 2 days talking about, how fun it is. Kickboxing is like date night. No. This is a seasoned couple. They've been doing kickboxing with us for a while, and they're married. And they have a 8-year-old son, somewhere in there. So yeah, relevancy to me is really important. Really important. But see, relevancy to the point of being self-absorbed, being self-righteous, that's a scary one. So every day I got to wake up and put on my humility hat and make sure that everything I do is within that. Am I really serving people or am I trying to serve myself, right? Am I really trying to make a difference or just feed my ego? Whoa, thin line, man, thin line. So what you filter that relevancy through is very important. Should it be from accolades from other people going, you're wonderful, Brannon, cool, you make a difference in the industry? Okay. That's instant gratification. I appreciate it, but it probably lasts about 6 to 10 seconds. But to really feel it on a daily basis that you're fulfilling your purpose, you're fulfilling your mission in life, you're living that why. No amount of praise can equal that. Yeah, it is bad to do both. I agree. Manal is saying kickboxing is her time. Yeah. Nicholas Quadra, where's the video? It floats around. When I find it, I'll post it at my It's Time group, or I'll post it at the Brannon Beliso. But it's doing really well for us. And it's wonderful to finally understand Facebook stats. That is such an animal. Going in there, right? You study click per view. You study how long they've been looking at the video. You study, there's so many different stats there. So you go to yourself, well, which stat do I look at? Which stat is relevant to me? Well, it just depends who you are. Some like the engagement. Some like the click-throughs, right? When the day's done, I think it's all of the above. I want you to watch the video. I want you to click through. I want you to take the call to action and sign up for a trial. I want you to convert to being an active member, and I want you to be part of our tribe. I get it, right? I get it. I get all of it. I get all of it. But with that said, I ever want to be mindful to be relevant. To be relevant. So, any questions you got before I get out of here? Heading into San Francisco, and I love using this time to drive, but I can't answer those questions till I pull over because I don't want to be looking at the cell phone. You got any questions about that you want to type in. I'm excited to say that It's Time Live in April. We have so many people signing up for the 4-day experience. You know, to sit there and walk together amongst nature and mastermind and contemplate, you know, how to create that mindset to not only be successful personally, business-wise, in every way possible. It's powerful. To sit there in a round table, you know, at my home and really delve into curriculum without the pressure of trying to just serve a seminar. It's amazing. So I'm glad more of you are taking me up on the 4-day offer than anything right now. That 4-day experience is something truly intimate. It's truly engaging, and I'm excited about that. Cool? Alrighty, folks, Brannon Beliso. If you ain't got nothing else for me, I'm going to hit the road, Jack, as one would say. Relevancy. Let that be your word for the week. Relevancy. Are what you're teaching relevant? Are the life skills you teach relevant? Is the tribe you're creating relevant? And I don't mean relevant in your own mind, famous in your own mind. I mean truly relevant to the demographic that you serve. Are you relevant? Cool? This is Brannon Beliso, folks. Till we talk again, you go out there and live your best life.